It's easy to be going through the motions in life. You're living a life that's not authentic to you, and you're chasing success that is not even defined by you. It doesn't matter where you are at in life, which stage or phase that you are in. If you want to reach a next level in life, you need a next level of self awareness, which means that you need to slow down and stop. And you need to ask yourself important and confronting questions. And it's often uncomfortable to be connecting to these questions and answers because they will reveal something about yourself and about your life that you do not want to look at, which makes them even more important because this is how you cultivate self-mastery, by bringing everything that's in your unconscious into your awareness so you can influence this and you can change this. And in this video, I'll go over 5 important questions that you need to ask yourself. And the first one is, are you chasing goals that are authentic to you? Or are you chasing goals that others told you you should? You have loads of influences in your life, from family, friends, school, university, all the people online on social media, some that are telling you that you should travel, some are telling you that you have to get into crypto, into copywriting, into e-commerce, that you have to chase all this money, the women. They are shoving in your face what you should be doing with your life. And you can just blindly listen and pursue these things. But what do you truly want? What do you truly want to experience and create in your life? Regardless of what other people are telling you. And this is a fundamental question, but also one of the most difficult ones to answer because you have to move through so much uncertainty and so much of the unknown to get to these answers. Something that I believe in is always choosing alignment over these empty and superficial pursuits. Choosing alignment over chasing things just to get validation from people you don't even know. And this is also why a lot of people struggle with taking action and with consistency, because they are chasing things that they don't even want deep down inside. They're just doing it because others told them that they should. And even if you would reach success in this thing, even if you reach the top of the mountain, then what? Let's say you achieve that thing. Then what? What happens? You will realize how empty and unfulfilling this was. And that's why it's so important to be connecting to a deeper purpose and mission of why you are doing what you're doing. And this is the question you want to ask yourself. Why am I pursuing these things in the first place? Why are these important to me? Because if you connect to that answer, you will ignite a fire inside of you that makes taking action effortless. It will create so much more meaning and fulfillment in all that you're doing. And this is why I personally always choose alignment above empty and superficial pursuits. The second question that you want to ask yourself is, who is suffering because I'm not showing up fully? How many times in your life do you just do the bare minimum? How many times do you push your goals, your dreams, your actions to the future? How many times are you not really present with the people you're in conversation with? How many times are you not connected to the activities that you are doing? This question reveals where you are slacking in life. But the most important part of this question is, who is suffering because of this? Who is suffering because of your lack of motivation, your lack of discipline, your lack of clarity, your lack of purpose, your lack of resilience and perseverance? Who is suffering because of this? And if you really allow this answer to land inside of you, this is uncomfortable. This will sting to look at. But it also reveals beautiful areas for growth. Don't use this question and this answer to beat yourself up. Use this to step up. Because everyone around you, the world around you, needs and deserves the best of you. And if you connect to all that you're doing with that much importance, you will realize that every single step matters. Every single action that you take matters. Because we just push things to the side because it seems unimportant. But if we hold all that we're doing with more reverence, we will experience life more powerfully, but we'll also be creating more powerful in life. And this is exactly what I'm currently doing with the men's group that I'm running, because we're in a challenge where all of the men are connecting to the essence of all in. What would it look like if I would go all in life? All in the conversations that I'm having, in the goals that I'm pursuing? What if I would bring that essence into every single day and every single moment? And we are reporting on this on a daily basis with each other to hold each other accountable, but also to be consistently connecting to this essence. Because life is not magically going to change. You need to keep something front of mind to be cultivating more of this and to be very intentional about it. And right now we're doing this with the essence of all in. And I would almost invite you to do something similar, to really connect to that question. What would it look like if I would go all in? Because it would make you so much more intentional. And if you would love to reflect on these questions that I'm sharing in this video with like-minded, ambitious individuals, you can try out the community for free. You can fill out the application form in the description below, and we'll just hop on a call and see if things are in alignment for you. Because it's so powerful to be reflecting on these type of questions with other people. And the third question that I want to share with you is, are your relationships built on authenticity or convenience? Are you still hanging out with friends you went to school with 10 years ago because this is what you've always done? Are you drinking alcohol, partying, playing video games with your friends because this is what you should be doing, right? Are you having relationships that really serve you in your life, that really change you? Or are you just having relationships because this is what you've always done? And this is one of the reasons, by the way, that most people don't change, because they hang on to what they know with their dear life. But if you want to reach new levels and new heights in life, you need to be courageous enough to let go of the old to make space for the new. Which means, in this case, taking a hard look at all the relationships that you have. Are they serving you? Are they challenging you? Are they pushing you to become the best version of yourself? Do you feel safe around them? Do you have deep, meaningful relationships with the people around you? Or is it just comfortable and easy and convenient? And this is a pretty hard perspective to have in life, but this is a necessary one if you want to grow. A lot of people are not meant to stay in your life forever. Some people just are there for a short moment and then they leave again. Some people are there for longer seasons. Some people are there for your whole life. And it's important to come to terms with this fact that if you start growing, that certain people will leave. Certain people are not meant for you in your life anymore. And if you're courageous enough to really reflect on this question, that means that you might be reducing contact with certain people in your life. Maybe you remove even certain people of your life. Maybe you go a certain phase of your life all by yourself until you find new people that are really on the same frequency as you. And that's why these questions are uncomfortable. And it takes courage to really reflect on this, because it might mean that you need to make some changes that are very challenging for you, but also that are necessary for you if you want to level up. And the fourth question that I want to share with you is, would you follow yourself if you were someone else? And what I'm referring to with this question is, would you follow your own lead if you were the leader? And when I reflect upon this question, my mind immediately goes to, do I live with integrity in my life? Am I open? Am I honest? Can people trust me and rely on me? If people would follow my lead, do I inspire them? Are they inspired to even follow me in the first place? Am I someone that really honors his word? Someone that follows through, someone that is disciplined? These topics immediately come up when I reflect upon this question. And what's beautiful about this question is it will highlight immediately in your life where your growth areas are. Because to become a more powerful leader in general, you have to become a more powerful leader in your life. And sometimes it's very difficult to only look at your life from your own perspective. But what if you would look at it from someone else's perspective? Just imagine people that you care about. Would you be comfortable and confident if they would follow your lead? Or does this idea make you uncomfortable and uncertain? And if that's the case, why? Because that's where your next level is. That's where your growth is. You have to bring these things into your awareness to be able to change it. And that's the beauty about these questions, because they immediately shine light on where you are slacking in life, where your growth areas are. Because only when it's in your awareness, you are able to play with it and you are able to take action in alignment with these truths. And the last question that I want to share with you: do you define your worth by external validation, or do you live in alignment with your own truth? And when I talk to men, I see this often, that their sense of self-worth and value is entangled into all these external things, as status, money, as in what car they drive, the amount of women that they have in their life. All of their value is tied into these things. And I believe this is weakness. And this is something that I had to be confronted with as well in my own life, because I entangled my self-worth and my value into my physical performance and also the way my physique looked. But there was, and I'm still going through this, but when I got ill, when I was dealing with an illness, I lost 8 kilos in 2 weeks' time. And I'm someone that doesn't have a lot of fat on his body. So my whole body changed. I couldn't perform anymore at the level that I did. And my sense of self-worth and value was gone, was completely gone, because it was tied into these external things. And you can see how this becomes a weakness, because you become dependent on the external things that you can't fully control. Because what if your sense of self-worth and value is tied into how much money you make? And what if you're going through a difficult season in your business? Does your self-worth and value go down? And this is part of the definition of being a victim, that something outside of you is defining who you are. And that's why I believe it's crucial to be aligning everything internally with your own truth, to tie your sense of self-worth and value into something inside of you instead of something outside of you, into who you are being, your essence, how you're showing up in life, regardless of the outcomes. Because I believe this is true strength. True strength is when nothing outside of you can define you. It doesn't matter where you are at in life. It doesn't matter what outcomes you have or don't have. It doesn't matter how many zeros there are in your bank account or what kind of clothes you wear. It's the alignment piece again. It's your essence. If you live in alignment with your truth, that is value. The human life in itself is valuable. You don't have to do all these things to prove your worth and your value. Because when you are born as a baby, you are valuable. People experience you as valuable and you are worthy. But when you get older, you start to create all these ideas and all these stories that you have to do all these things to be of value in some kind of way. But what would it feel like and look like if you would be operating from the foundation and from the core of I am valuable and I don't have to prove anything to anyone? That would create so much more freedom in your creation in life. And it doesn't make you a victim anymore. You're not looking for these external validation things, because that's a prison. That's a limitation to be creating from. And the place where I want to get you to is that you are free to do whatever you want, whatever is in alignment for you. Because I believe that's how you start creating the most beautiful things in life. So let me know in the comments below which one of these questions resonated the most with you and why. And maybe you have a different, uncomfortable, confronting question that you often ask yourself. And I would love to hear this. So I'll see you in the next video.